Hello friends, Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally, and I mean literally, does not work. So let me ask a question here, because what I get sometimes from people is, see, I'm a creature of habit, okay? Any of you guys that watch my live streams know that if something happens to get me like out of the way I normally do stuff, I kind of panic. You know, I almost have a panic attack because it's not going to my normal routine. That's why in the morning I drink my coffee, I take a sip and, turn on the football guys, because it gets me into that comfort zone of familiarity. I don't have a crew, and I don't have, a script or anything to follow. I just go there, I get into my habit and my routine, and I go from there. So some people have been commenting and saying, I'm sick and tired of hearing without you guys, this doesn't work, or me drinking my coffee. So should I try to change what I'm doing? Just a little poll. I'm going to try and see if I can do that as a poll up in here. So try and change what I'm doing, okay? But I'm actually in here in the kitchen because you guys might remember my friend Richard. One of the reasons why Joe Boo Sports Report actually exists is because of him. Last year, we went up to a mountain lake with a couple other couples and stuff, and for a few days, kind of get spring and stuff going, and hang out, eat some food, have a few drinks and stuff, and, have a good time. We're going to do that again Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and come back Sunday. The good thing is this year is it's not the same weekend that they have the autograph signing. Last year I had to leave early so that way I could see Dak Prescott and get all his autographs signed. So each day we take turns cooking, and so I have brunch on Friday, I think, and what I'm actually going to have, I'm going to make some lasagna, and we're going to have chicken and waffles, and have like a Caesar salad and sausage and stuff. So I'm actually going to go ahead and make my sauce and stuff today. So I know most of you don't care and don't really pay attention to this. All you really care about is that I get my football next year, what player is going to get paid, and who's going to replace Dak Prescott. That's what most of you guys really, that's all you care about. But you need to pay attention to Armageddon, Doomsday, because this week is a huge week. And I mean, this is a huge week because not only do we have the franchise tag, we have this vote that is being done electronically by the 2,000 players. And the owners, they want this thing bad. I mean, they want this thing bad. They are literally at the point of basically threatening the players. Seriously. They're basically saying, you heard Jerry Jones say, hey, if you don't pass this, because here's what the owners want to do. They're looking at the big picture of how much money is going to be made. They're going to be able to go back to the television networks and say, hey, we got an extra game. We got labor peace for the next 10 years. Oops. We got a camera that the knob loosened up on. And they want that money now. They're telling the players, if you do not pass this, there is no more negotiation. This is it. That's it. That's done. You're not getting anything else. Take it or leave it. And if you leave it, when we come back the next time, we're not going to be Mr. Nice Guy anymore. How about, they're basically saying things like this. How about a salary cap within the cap for players so that the quarterbacks would only make, you can only go so high. regardless of how much money the NFL will be making in the future. Those things like weed smoking, we'll revisit that stuff. And in fact, we'll make the penalties harsher. And so they are truly trying to put the pressure on the players. DeMar Smith is basically saying, hey, this is a good deal that we really need to look at, that, it's good for both sides. It's labor peace. We'll get more money. Now, the thing that the NFL has done is they're smart. They know how to use the labor against the big guys. So you've already got people like Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers and things that look at it and say, I may be here for 10 years, so I'm trying to make sure that I don't get screwed down the road. But here's the thing for guys that are the average guys. I think like 60% of the players, think about this. Think about this. In essence, they already have a salary cap for rookies. You're locked into 4 years, or maybe you actually have that, 5th-year option. You can't change what you're getting paid when you walk in the door. And here's the thing. See, this is where the NFL owns your ass. Because 4 years is what it takes to become a free agent or longer. The average career is only about 3 years. Most of the people that play in the NFL are never going to get to that free agency or that second contract. So what they're looking at is that guy who's in the NFL, who's a borderline guy. He might be the 47th, 48th player on the roster. He's not worried. He's worried about, is there's a lockout next year? Buddy, I don't have that long to be playing in the NFL. So the NFL has it set up that if this deal gets signed, guess what? I don't think Orlando Scandrick's numbers are wrong. $175 million more this year. This year. As in, if it's agreed to or agreed upon on Friday, we're putting another $175 million in the pool for the players. The players' minimum, which is what most of the players are getting, will rise about $100,000 for those bottom line players. There's an old saying that all politics are local. You may agree with the cause. You may say, I like the idea that I don't want people down the road to get screwed, that we're fighting for the greater good, that we want to make it great for the guys down the road, and if I have kids that one day play in the NFL, that they get a great piece of the pie. But as much as I want to be a patriot, buddy, I got to make sure that I got money to eat this year. I know a lot of you are saying, yeah, well, you know what? These guys are millionaires, man. The money that they make, yeah. There are a lot that make a whole lot of money. But if you're that guy, that all you have ever done in your life is train to get to the NFL, that you didn't take advantage of being in college and get that education, and you don't have a skill for anything else. And let's say you're there for 2 years. You will make more money over the course of your working life than that guy will. And probably won't have the physical toll on your body like they do. I'm not saying feel sorry for those guys that, you know, are playing the NFL, that they're cry poor. But the money that's not going to the players, you know where that goes? Because they're going to get the money one way or the other. That just goes right back to the owners. The owners are getting fatter and fatter. So, if you're one of those people that say, the billionaires are getting that golden parachute, that the guys that are doing the work in the office and doing all the things that keep the company running, that are getting peanuts in comparison to the CEOs and things like that. So let me put it into a different way to look at it, okay? Let's say you work at Walmart, okay? Let's say you get $10 an hour. The guys at the top, they're getting billions. And even if you do get a little bit chunk of change, it really is not changing anything. Those people at the top are still getting paid. So if you decide that, hey, I'm going to work for $7, $8 an hour, you know, to help the company out, you're helping the company out. You're helping all the rich people at top. So that money is there. That's not going to change. So would you rather the people that are out in the field, the ones that their neck is literally on the line, the ones that we want to see get more of that money? Or do you want Jerry Jones to be able to get that aircraft carrier next time? That's the difference of what you're talking about. And oh, by the way, one of the things that they want to fight about and look at is, as the NFL says, well, you know, we're putting $300 million towards retirement for the players, you know, health benefits. It's only for 5 years. So when you hear about guys like Mark Gastineau, if one more person calls while I'm doing this damn video, I'm going to be mad. But in the end, I would rather the players get paid. Let them make as much money as possible. A lot of them are out doing great things in the community, giving back and teaching. Not all of them, though. A lot of them are out, you know, in the club, you know, making it rain and things. But these guys are the reason you go watch football games. It's not, you don't go to watch Jerry Jones. These guys are the ones that deserve to get as much money as possible. And, you know, everybody keeps saying, well, you don't care about the Dallas Cowboys. You only care about Dak Prescott. Hey, look, fair is fair. That guy has been playing his ass off and getting better every year. And he deserves to get paid. As well as the rest of them. So, that's the beginning of my sauce, my meat sauce. All right. I'm going to finish this up, and maybe I'll do a little live stream later. The weather's beautiful outside, even if the coronavirus is scattered about and they're doing a controlled burn at Quantico and smoke everywhere. I'll see you guys soon.